All right, so Apple is making some major upgrades to its AI services. CEO Tim Cook announcing the company is going to begin integrating artificial intelligence into almost all of its products. Joining us from London, Ontario this morning is Carmi Levy, our trusty tech analyst. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Anne-Marie. Great to be with you.
Great to be with you too. It was interesting watching Tim Cook's announcement. He was on he was on the roof of the building. He was inside the building. He said his company's products are going to change in this new Apple AI era. How are they going to change?
Well, this really is the beginning of a new era in computing. So basically what they're introducing what they call Apple Intelligence. It's sort of their brand of artificial intelligence. It's AI that's not trained on information from across the internet that comes from who knows where, but it knows you. It's on your device. It's in your ecosystem. And so it becomes very personalized, very customized, very trustworthy as well. We know there have been some trust and privacy and data issues with AI. Apple wants to ensure that that's not the case with its solution. They're going to bake it into their operating systems across all their devices, your iPhone, your iPad, your Mac, your Apple Watch, and anything that you use across the Apple universe is now going to have AI baked into the operating system. So, for example, in the operating system, rather than downloading a different application for everything, you'll be able to summarize text. You'll be able to ask Siri intelligent questions and get intelligent answers. Siri will reach into your apps, so you won't have to open up different apps. It'll just do things for you, one after the other, after the other. So it really is a revolution in the way we work. Instead of skipping from one app to another, we just ask questions, get answers, get on with our day, and all this is going to be available for a free download starting later this fall.
I find all of this a little disconcerting, but I know that there are people who are really excited about it. Apple is calling this announcement groundbreaking. Elon Musk is criticizing the move, saying that he may ban all Apple products at his companies. I'm not sure what he's so upset about, but how much do you think this turn to AI is going to change Apple as a company?
It's inevitable that it will, and it'll change any company because they have to change. Either you change or you fall off the back of the treadmill and become irrelevant. So Apple either figures out this AI thing or someone else will, and Apple will be yesterday's news at some point. So this is a good first step for Apple. Every new technology comes with all sorts of wonderful capabilities. I mean, certainly the demos there were a lot of wow moments in those demos where I'm thinking, I cannot wait to get this on my devices. I want to use this. I can see how it'll save me time, how it'll make life so much easier. I won't have to pull the car over and park so that I can pull out my phone and look things up, just talk to Siri. But of course, the flip side is there's always a dark side of technology, and AI particularly so. We know there are data usage issues. We know there are privacy concerns. We know that OpenAI, the company that introduced ChatGPT and is partnering with Apple to include ChatGPT in its services, we know they've had some concerns as well. And that's what Elon Musk is upset about, basically saying if Apple goes ahead with this, he's banning all Apple devices in use in all of his companies. He's still upset he didn't get the CEO position at OpenAI, but it is a valid concern. And Apple is saying they've taken care of it. But as a user, by all means, enjoy the wonder, enjoy the new features, but also go in with your eyes open and make sure that you're comfortable using it before you turn it on.
Okay, Apple has said they're going to emphasize privacy, which is one of the major concerns in this new way of computing. And Cook says his company won't collect data on customers. Really? How much can we trust these claims?
I take them with a very large grain of salt. Apple has always been a privacy-first company. That's where they lead in their branding. If you look at all their ads, that's how they sell the iPhone. But of course, there have been questions along the way. There have been some instances where they weren't as trustworthy as possible. Data was being collected or shared with third parties in cases where the company said that was not the case. And so, again, just because you see an ad that says we are the privacy company doesn't mean that we should take it at face value. I think we should still go in with concern, trust but verify, and assume that just simply because artificial intelligence is being used, it will introduce some exposure that we currently don't face using earlier generations of technology. This will come with some risk, let's be clear.
Yeah, can we talk about that for just a moment? Because I remember years ago speaking with the privacy commissioner, and she's saying what people are willing to trade off from privacy in terms of convenience is increasing. So you said there were some wow moments from this presentation. What do you think is going to grab users that may make them push those privacy concerns to the back burner?
Well, I mean, certainly Siri getting an AI-based brain transplant is getting a lot of attention because Siri's been around for 13 years, but hasn't really been improved a whole lot since then. It's frustrating. You ask it questions, it can't hear you, it can't understand it, you don't get the answer you need. You put your phone down in frustration. And so this is much clearer. You can have conversations with it, ask it follow-up questions. It'll reach into apps and pull information out of a text that your mom sent you her flight plan, and it'll give you everything in there, no further action required. I think that's incredible because it means I'm not staring at a screen anymore. I'm not downloading different apps. I'm just talking to my computer just Captain Kirk did on Star Trek. So we're finally seeing that science fiction come to reality. And all the promise of these technologies that we've been using for the past 10 or so years, we're finally going to actually start to experience them. And I think that's a wow moment, but you're right. We are trading off that convenience for some concerns over, well, where's that data going? How much is being collected? And should I be concerned? And the sad truth of the matter is we should be amid all of those wow moments.
Carmi Levy, great to dig into this with you. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Anne-Marie.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.